There is breaking news to tell you about this morning. The FDA says Narcan will now be available to Americans without a prescription.
Well, the maker of Narcan says it could be widely available over the counter by late summer.
Fox Business's Lydia Hu is here with us right now. She's joined by pharmacist Brian Pinto in Westfield, New Jersey. Good morning to you both. I want to start here about what kind of difference does this make now?
Good morning, guys. Great to be with you. You know, the exact impact of making Narcan available over the counter, we'll have to wait and see. And that's because it's already available behind the counter at many pharmacies in all 50 states without a prescription. So essentially what this does is it removes that conversation that one would have to have with their pharmacist when they go into a store. We're here with, as you said, pharmacist Brian Pinto. He's the owner of Tiffany Natural Pharmacy here in Westfield. You know, Brian, you already carry Narcan behind the counter. Do you think that making Narcan available, on the shelves for anyone to access, is that going to make a difference here?
I think it does. At the end of the day, I think that especially medication like this, it is useful for at least every household to have one, because you never know. There are scenarios where it might be a family member or a neighbor, and especially with the high impact of opioid abuse out there. Right. It's very important to have that conversation with the pharmacist or with your primary doctor about identifying signs and symptoms. But it's a good first thing to have on hand, because you never know how long it might take for an ambulance to get to the house in case of an overdose.
You bring up such a good point, because the country, as we know, is gripped with an epidemic of opioid abuse. It's estimated that opioid takes 100,000 lives every year. So advocates want to increase access to Narcan as a life-saving treatment for an overdose. But, there are some concerns about, increasing access to something like Narcan means people have to know how to use it. Do you think that by, making it available on the shelves, removing that conversation that one has with a pharmacist, do you think there's a concern there about whether people will be ready to administer it if they need to?
I think that's the current concern with most prescription items that typically go over the counter. And you've seen that with the plethora of even steroid nasal sprays over the last few years that have gone over the counter, that they're not overused, or even other products that are available in the pharmacy, whether it be limited use where you might only find it in the pharmacy setting and not necessarily in all retail outlets. I think that's where some control should be put into place. But the idea of having it over the counter, I think, is beneficial, and they should have that conversation with the pharmacist when they come in, or whether it be behind the counter like they already currently do with certain pseudoephedrine-based products.
And another point that we were talking about, Brian, is how much this is going to cost. It's estimated across the country, 2 doses of Narcan right now cost around $50. Here in New Jersey, there is a particular program here where anyone can access the Narcan from behind the counter with Brian or any pharmacist, and he can pass that cost along to the state, and the state reimburses, you said, about $98?
Somewhere in the $90 range for a 2-pack, and it is an anonymous program, so they actually can come into the pharmacy as long as they're part of the pilot program, and they're able to process it to New Jersey Medicaid.
And Brian was saying that he thinks making it widely available, over the counter on the shelf to anyone, he thinks that's going to bring the cost down, because we're going to increase the market size here. So that's something to keep an eye on, exactly what the price point will be. But yeah, this is really big news coming out of the FDA, making Narcan available to anyone over the counter by later this summer.
Lydia, really interesting stuff there. Thank you so much.